My maid of honor just found out the bride talked shit behind my back the entire wedding day, but still had me pay for everything. I was asked to be maid of honor by a friend of mine who I've had a rocky past with. She doesn't really have anyone close in her life that lasts longer than a few years, and she also changes jobs every few months because she is high conflict and causes drama constantly. She thrives off of it. In hindsight, I should have said no, especially knowing this was her and the groom's third engagement, so off on. But I agreed and took everything so seriously. Bridezilla was an understatement. She changed the members of the bridal party 5 times, so I constantly had to track down new people. Her bridal shower had to be at this one very specific country club that was expensive. She changed the date of the actual wedding and forgot to tell me for months, and it was on a Friday, so I had to request off work. Nothing I bought was good enough, and she always requested more. She changed my dress color after I bought it. She also just stopped talking to me unless it was about the wedding, and had no idea what was going on in my personal life. I paid for just about everything because the people she kept inviting in the bridal party were younger than us, early 20s, I'm 27, bride is 33, and have no stable income. I have a good job and am smart with my money, but even for me, it was really difficult. I'm talking about $6,000 on this damn wedding as maid of honor, and I'm trying to plan my own soon too. Well, day of the wedding comes, I make sure she has a bunch of custom gifts, a day of bag, my speech was beautiful, etc. But she was so rude to me the entire day. She has a new BFF she met about 4 months before the wedding, and they are attached at the hip, and all she wanted to do was talk to her. But whatever, I was super busy handling everything, so I tried to ignore it. Wedding comes and goes, she leaves to go to the after party with her new BFF, and I stay behind to clean up the entire venue with the help of my boyfriend after, and we go home. Well, I get a call today from her cousin, who was also in the wedding party, who I really bonded with over this awful experience. She told me that she didn't want to say anything to me, but she thinks I deserve to know because I'm already buying Christmas gifts for bride and her kids. Her cousin tells me that every time I left the bridal suite the day of the wedding, the bride would announce to everyone in the room that she couldn't stand me. I wish she weren't even here. I'm so effing annoying. She also has a separate group chat with her sisters and cousins and continues to talk shit on me there. Mind you, she just sent me a Christmas list for her kids last week. Everything is already bought and wrapped. I feel so hurt and so used, and honestly really stupid. I just blocked her on everything. I don't want to even message her because I know she'll somehow twist it around and make it my fault. Edit 1. I'm seeing a lot of comments saying this is on me for ignoring red flags, and I 100% agree. I should have gone more into the backstory, but it's super complicated and long, so I left it out. I used to be the stepmother of her oldest son, so her ex is also my ex, and he's a huge POS, but that's a story for another day. And I'm extremely bonded to the kiddo. I was in his life from 9 months old, and she's allowed me to still be involved in his life for the past 4+ years, even after I left the relationship. He's 7 now. So a huge part of me feels this immense, incredible debt to her. And I will always appreciate her keeping me in her son's life. She didn't have to do that. But as my friend, kids aside, she is incredibly selfish and toxic, and I should have made better boundaries and kept my guard up. But wow, that's easier said than done when kids are involved. Edit 2. I also meant that I spent $6,000 on the bridal shower, bachelorette, gifts, etc. I did not pay for the actual wedding venue itself, but $6,000 of my own money still for wedding-related things. Edit 3. I appreciate everyone's advice. I was more or less venting on this post. I know I'm not blameless in this, and definitely let it drag on too long, because I am scared that once I upset Bridezilla, I lose access to being a part of her children's lives. However, I agree that it's not healthy for me to continue to be in contact with her, and her children are better off not seeing me being used as a doormat by their mother. I blocked her number and do not plan on interacting with her ever again. Time to just move on and focus on my own healing for once. Additional comments. Comment 1. Return everything and flush that horrible woman out of your life as soon as possible. Comment 2. I would let her know that the Christmas gifts won't be coming and why. I think just to be petty, send her an invoice for the money you wasted on her. Comment 3. Here's the thing with the kid. He's growing up hearing his mum talk bad about OP. There's the risk of him growing up thinking that it's okay to treat people like that. If he sees OP walk away, it will show him that he doesn't have to tolerate being like that, and that others won't tolerate him acting that way. He might lose out on OP being in his life and being a good influence, but I don't think that his mum would really allow that anyway. I think she's going to drop OP as soon as she stops giving. Comment 4. This is a good opportunity to reflect on why you tolerate this abuse for so long. You sound like an extremely nice person. You deserve better. Going forward, if someone treats you badly like this, hopefully you will feel comfortable leaving earlier. This may turn out to be a beneficial life lesson. We've all had bad experiences that we can later reflect on and help us grow. Obviously, don't give her the gifts. It's tempting to be petty, but that's not who you are. This person is missing out on a good friend in you. They will continue to have these short-lived, high-drama relationships. Congratulations on your engagement. Now for the update. Hi everyone. This post definitely blew up more than I was expecting, so I wanted to give a quick update. After this happened, a few things that some of you said to me really stuck with me. I was looking at all of this from the perspective of not wanting to lose access to the children of the bride who I love deeply. But I was not realizing that by allowing their mother to treat me poorly, that I was modeling for the kids how to treat their own loved ones. That really was a light bulb moment for me, and I realized I needed to cut ties. I initially told her that I needed space from her because of the way she has treated me as a friend, which she did not take well, and I had to block her number and delete her off social media to stop her from berating me with texts. Once I did that, it was insane how much better I felt. I truly didn't realize how much time and energy she took out of me every single day. I felt like a literal weight was lifted from my chest, and I wasn't filled with anxiety about whatever drama she'd constantly text me about. I had no idea how much she had slowly taken from me across the course of our friendship. It was like being free of an emotional vampire. However, despite feeling so much better, I still felt that I needed closure regarding the kids, who I do love and miss. I needed to know in my heart that I did everything I could for them to know none of this is their fault. I decided to drop off the presents I already bought at their front doorstep, and left a note letting her know that I was informed she spoke poorly about me in front of her children during her wedding day, and that I simply cannot accept that disrespect anymore. It was very short and sweet, and I didn't go into much more detail than that. I also told her I had no interest in reigniting any type of friendship, that this was my closure, and I do not want her to contact me further. Apparently, she immediately took to social media and began making dozens of posts, TikTok videos, denying everything, as well as involving the kids in the videos. So sad, trash, talking me and calling me a narcissist, which is laughable, honestly. And it's her go-to insult for anyone who wrongs her. I had friends send me a few in disbelief, and while I appreciated being informed, I asked them to not send me any more because I don't really care, and I don't want to give her the satisfaction of knowing I saw any of them. Honestly, I just feel so bad for the kids, and I feel nothing but pity for their mother. How sad to be 33 years old, and instead of spending time on Christmas morning with your children, you're making TikTok videos to try to upset me, and failing at it, at that. Anyway, that's my update. I'm glad to finally put all of this behind me. I really feel like I've closed the chapter of such a chaotic and drama-filled portion of my life. If any of you are dealing with a person like this in your lives, get out. Life is so much better without them in it to drag you down, I promise you.